No idea if it's going to work, but we are streaming. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Guess we are up and live and rocking, and I don't know what the heck we're doing. Let me make sure I've got my FaceTime cam here. There we go. Very nice. All right. Hi, everybody. Hi, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. You know I love you all. Oh, how many of you? Can't even tell. Let's see. What am I doing here? I will wait to start my spiel until folks show up. Brush. Let's make sure that one's working. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. 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 Sources. No, I didn't want it to be that. No. Anyway, hi. Hi. Hey, there's two people here. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Nice to see you. Good day, my friends. Let's make sure I've got things working. Hi, is that working? Yes, it is. Amazing. What a wonderful day it is. So, it's another Starship Light live stream, and today I will be making the spaceship for April for my spaceship club. But first, we'll do a little show and tell. Let's see. I don't know if you've seen the spaceship from March. This got mailed out. It should be in some people's hands by now. I don't know how. Oops. I don't know how well the post office is doing at the moment. But this is the ship from March, and it is pretty rad. It's a very alien-looking kind of thing. Yeah, let's fix the lighting. What's wrong with my face? Oh, I'm 50 something. That's why. That's right, all Jeff, all night, live before your naked, steaming ears. Okay, so yeah, there you go. That's my ship from March. I'm going to be working on my April ship. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm working with my friend Howard Taylor from Schlock Mercenary, schlockmercenary.com, sci-fi webcomic that's very funny, along with being a galaxy universe sweeping space opera. It's really great. About mercenaries, go figure. I'm going to redirect this lamp for a moment. So this is one of the hero ships from that. It's called the Kite Sphere. Let's see, at the top. Yep, this is the top. Oh, that's really blowing out. So let's do that. Okay, it might be hard to see some of the details on this, but I'm going to hold it up. So I'm making these. This is a toy extra that he decided to make for his Kickstarter after me badgering him for a few years to, hey, I want to make spaceships for you. 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 So I'm making spaceships for him. And this is what they look like when they're finished. This is my first final prototype ready to go. And here's what the hull looks like before I put it together. I am molding and casting these things. I have a box of them here. Thanks to Andy's Candies. Starship Light live stream is brought to you by Andy's Candies. So I got a box of them there, and even more impressive is this is my assembly jig, where I've got right now something like 26 of these things in here. And I put them in here like this because I have to use a long curing glue, like glue that takes a long time to cure, in order to glue these little tiny turrets Tiny turrets. Tiny turrets. I have to glue these on here, and there's 8 of these per, and 4 of them go around the edges. So I glue these on. Like this one's got. That one failed. No good. Some of the I have to do this to make sure it works, but some of these glue on great, and some of them pop off, and that's okay. I'll just re-glue them with the same glue. Sometimes it just doesn't grab. But I will be physically hand testing. Oh, there's another fail. Boink. I will be physically hand testing all of these things before I send them out, and making sure these turrets are well seated. So once I've got all 4 of them on this, then I'll do the top and bottom turrets, and then I will do the top and bottom domes that go on here, this blue part. So these will all look like this. There will be 250 of them minimum. Hopefully people will order more, and then I'll be able to make more of them. That'd be great. So that's what I'm up to. I've got 60 odd hulls now done. I've got a box with like 20 or 30 of them, all with the 4 guns around the thing. So, all right, there's that. That's what I've been doing. If you have been following my pledge drive thing, you know that I'm going to be doing, and it's not in front of me, I'm doing a key tag. And I had originally thought to do it in plastic, but then I realized, hey, wait a minute, maybe I can do it in metal. So, no, I don't have a metal either. That's over there. I'm not going to get up to show you. But so I made this mold. Starship Right key tag. This will give you maybe a better view. This is the box that I used to make the mold. So this is a mold master. It's a filament 3D printed box with an insert that was done on a resin printer. And that is what the key tag is going to look like in pewter, silvery metal. So I used this to make this. Right? Use that to make that. And I made 2 of them. So I have both halves of the mold, and do that. This goes together like so. I'm going to get aluminum sheet. I already bought it. I had it a long time ago. The aluminum sheet on both sides of this, the same size as the box. Tape it together with silver tape. Thanks, Bill Duran. You are the best. At Chinbeard Punish Props, Bill Duran. He's the greatest. I've learned so much from him. And he is a really cool guy on top of it. So put this together. And the way this is designed is this is like a scoop out into which I will pour the molten pewter. In theory, it will go down this tube, not that tube, it will go down this tube and into here and fill up and then come out the top a little bit when I pour it in. And we'll put it together with the aluminum sheet on there. That's going to be closed off so the metal won't spill out. The aluminum won't be affected by the pewter because the pewter isn't hot enough to hurt aluminum. Aluminum melts at a much, much higher temperature. So I'll take my metal and pour it in here once this is all together, and wait about 20 minutes for it to cool off, and then see if it works. So cross your fingers. I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I'm not going to live stream it. I am going to film while I do it. So I don't want to burn myself to death on live stream. So I'm going to film it, and hopefully I won't burn myself. So there's that. Let's see. Is there anything else? Right. No, the pledge drive is still running. If you can find it in your hearts and wallets to subscribe, even just for $1 to my Patreon, which is patreon.com/Zugale. Show you what it looks like over here. Where is it? We can. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Let me get you my Cintiq view. Here we go. Probably should shrink that one down. So there you go. This is my Patreon where I put up a spaceship every day. What the heck? Plastic won't take cyanoacrylic. Hang on, Kevin. I'll answer that in a second. So this is where I put my daily spaceships up. And I also have my Spaceship Club here, which is the $10 tier. The $1 tier gets you all the daily spaceships. There are more than 1,100 of them now. I'll come up with an actual answer reasonably soon. But there's all these spaceships. I do wallpapers every once in a while. I do commissions. You get a discount on everything in my store. So even for $1 a month, which is not a lot. Yes, I know we're going through a global pandemic, and it's a war calamity. It's including me. You know, it's kind of crazy out here. I'm scared, but I'm doing this anyway. But if you can find it in your hearts to send $1 a month, join my Patreon and send $1 a month, hang out, be my spaceship friend, please do. And that would be awesome. I would really appreciate that. More than that. And then also for the pledge drive, if you don't feel like joining the Patreon, you know, getting all kinds of awesome stuff in your mailbox, one spaceship every day, I have some ways to pledge by yourself, way to pledge just a one-time pledge. And that is here at starshipwrite.com. Maybe I should put the links in the chat, huh? So here, let's do that. And see, and Community, there is the pledge drive on my store, starshipwrite.com. Let's see, here is the Patreon, Community, enter, and pledge drive here. So there's a bunch of ways you can do this. The one-time pledges are they're a little bit more money to get the same thing as you would from the Patreon, but there are many pledge stacks that give you a lot more than you will ever get from the Patreon. So we've got stickers. This one starts at $5. Yeah, you get stickers, and I'll send you probably a random sketch card because I have a lot of them and I don't need them all. You get the key tag for $10 plus the stickers plus a sketch card plus all kinds of other stuff. $20 gets you a fancy spaceship with a stand, which I'm also working on. I don't have one in front of me at the moment, so I can show that. $40 gets you, an actual sketch card plus probably another one. I'm going to be generous with the sketch cards this time. $60 gets you the paper bag, $80 gets you the hardcover, and then we've got all these crazy things here, which a couple of people have actually gone for. $100 silver patron, the $250 gold patron, $500 platinum patron. Nobody's going to hide it, but hey, that's good. And then we have like the crazy stuff here where $1,000 is a diamond patron, $2,500 is adamantium, neutronium for $5,000, and non-existium, which I suggest to replace unobtainium since Jim Cameron stole that from us. He's a concept artist, so you can totally do that. He's actually a very good concept artist, believe it or not. If you ever see anything that Jim Cameron has drawn, he's quite good. Non-existium patron is $10,000, and you get a big painting for it. I'm going to do an auto painting like this for. See that? It's not like this. Like this. Pretty big oil paper. And it'll probably look something better than this. Right, so I'm gonna hold stuff up to the other camera now. You've seen the pledge drive, you've seen sci-fi art. If you have YouTube, follow me on YouTube, subscribe, hit the button to get notified when I go live. I will be doing this every Thursday and until the end of Civilization, which honestly could be next week. But I'll still be doing it, even if Civilization ends next week. I'm still going to do this live stream, so hopefully you will show up. So let's go back to my Fachet time cam transition. There we go. Hi, how you doing? So if you haven't seen the paintings that I'm doing, the pop culture starship commissions, this is also another way you can a support me, my family, Starship Write. Starship Write is not a corporation. Sorry, Starship Write is a corporation, but it's just me and my family. So if you like spaceship art, you can support me by doing a pop culture starship commission, which I will also give you a link to. It's also on my store. Pop culture starship commissions. And I'm going to switch back to this and show you what those look like and do a little sales pitch. And then I'm going to answer Kevin's question. Kevin has a question about glue. So here's the, let's transition back. I don't have a director. I have to do this all myself. So Pop Starship commissions, they start at $20 for a black and white sketch card. Same price as my other sketch cards, $20. This one, I have this awesome Viper here. Look at that. I'll put it away. I don't have any of these to show you besides the Gunstar acrylic painting here. So if you wanted this in black and white, it starts at $20. If you want it in color, this particular one is actually on sale for $50. I'll show you that. But we have sketch card, marker rendering, and watercolor, and wash painting like the Millennium Falcon here. And we have acrylic painting like this Enterprise and Gunstar. And in fact, all of these are actually up for sale. So Pop Starship commissions, very simple. All of those particular examples that I have are up for sale, except the Star Trek one because I haven't finished it yet. I haven't finished it yet. I'll show you on the other screen in a second. So my Rocinante is on sale for $300. I'm stunned that nobody from the Screaming Firehawks has gone after it yet, but there it is. The Gunstar is $400, the Falcon is $320, Space 1999 Eagle, which I'm particularly fond of. That's a really good. I'm really happy with that one. For only $180. So if you like spaceships on your walls, please do give me your love, and I will give you my spaceships. So let's go back to FaceTime transition. So this one isn't done yet. This is my guide. This is my guide art for it, which I can trace down onto the hardboard here. So I'm still working on this. I gotta finish it. There's no details. This is a piece of masonite, hardboard, pre-gesso hardboard, 5x7, 6x8 or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, that's the Enterprise that hopefully I can finish it this week, and then that'll be up on sale for I think it's like $250 or something. All right. So now let me answer Kevin's question here. What kind of glue? He says, "What the heck? Plastic won't take cyanoacrylic." Well, this plastic will take cyanoacrylic. In fact, this particular ship was put together with it because I wanted to do it quickly. The problem with this is cyanoacrylic is not really very shock stable. So if you drop this, these things pop off. For the prototype for this is fine. But when I did 10 pre-production versions of this. Same thing, exactly the same shape. But I did 10 of these and sent them to Howard, and even though I packed them really carefully, they still, a couple of these guns popped off. And if you were watching a few seconds ago, every once in a while, when I'm testing the ones that I've glued on, even with the fancy glue, they pop off and need to be re-glued. So what I'm trying to do is use a glue that is very unlikely to pop off if it's properly glued on, and that is, I'm using E6000, which can take a shock. It's flexible, so if you drop this, it's much less likely that these other things would pop off. So that's why I'm using it. Like I said, cyanoacrylic does work, but if I put any force on this, it's going to pop right up. Because cyanoacrylic, even when it's gripping well, does not take shear strength. It's relatively good at holding things together, but it doesn't. If you do this with it, it pops right off. So, and that's what happens when you do it. So, at least with these plastics, it probably works better with wood and stuff. So I'm using E6000 fancy industrial glue, 5-minute epoxy. No, 5-minute epoxy actually isn't. It doesn't work because I would have to mix it I would only be able to glue on 2 or 3. I got some 30-minute epoxy to test, so I could put a dot on basically all of these. With the E6000, I can put glue on this entire thing, and then put these things on, and then they stick just fine. If I use 5-minute epoxy, by the time I get to this one, the epoxy is setting up already, and they don't stick. I have tested it with. I have done some testing with all of these things. I tested it with cyanoacrylate. I tested it with epoxy. I tested it with E6000, and E6000 is the one that takes the most abuse. The fewest things pop off with that. 30-minute epoxy is pretty close. Cyanoacrylate, if you drop it, they go flying. At least one flies off of every one. Every time I drop one, it's glued together with super glue CA glue. So I'm using E6000 because it's flexible. It actually has a flexible bond. And when I do it right, when I've got the glue in the right place and the turret is sitting as it's supposed to, it seems to be rock solid. So that's why I'm doing that. Again, for speed of, you can see how I've got these laid out. I've got it set up so I can just tilt these and then glue on the next ones as soon as the E6000 sets up. So this is my assembly line version. Pop, 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 pop. So glue, 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 and then turret, 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 turret. Hopefully it'll be that fast when I'm actually doing it, but it isn't yet. So that's what's going on there. There's your question answered, Mr. Kevin. Thank you very much. So now I'm going to go to ZBrush, because the next thing we're going to do, what is that? Looks like there's something written on my screen. What the heck? What is that? What the heck is that? I don't know what that is. That does not appear. Never mind. There's something really weird going on. Let me transition here. You see this white circle thing here? This. It's in OBS. Oh, okay. I see what it is. This is the cable to my phone. I couldn't see what that was. What the heck is that? All right. No worries. Let's go. Okay. So here we are in ZBrush. And I'm going to start working. Now, I guess I better switch back. Let's look at the drawing. The tiny little, silly little drawing that I made. Hold this up here. We are going to make this ship right here. Okay. These 3 little drawings here show ship. And they're just quick little thumbnails, but this is what I'm going to use to make this ship in ZBrush. If I know how I'm going to do it, I always have to figure it out as I go. Let's see, we can put this where I can look at it. I'm not sure. Let's go back to here. I always have too much stuff on the desk. Let's see. You can see there's too much stuff behind me too. All right, so first thing we're going to do, I'm going to, this is just a ZBrush document, very good. Go to, where's my tools? Oh, there, okay. They went away. Let's go to, let's look at one of these. Let's go to, I'm going to go to Sphere. Oh wait, Spheringer. That might actually look better. Let's try that and just see what happens. A Spheringer is a, to make it gray. Let's go to T. Let's see. There's an initialize for this, right? Yes. Let's see what we get. There we go. Perfect. That's how it's going to work. T curve 50. But T is... maybe we'll do that. Let's see. Impact it really needs to do that and then get pointy. So I guess that's not going to. Let's get out of that. Let's try do subtool and delete. And okay. Go back to that. So now I'm going to go to sphere 3D. Right? I'm going to do sphere 3D. And I'll just do some. I'll do a distortion because we're basically making a football. So these are sphere 3D. I'm going to make the divides less. Oops, not 3. About 24. 24. The divide will also be 24. That will make it easier to make a football out of it. Okay, and we're going to make Polymesh 3D. And by the way, anytime see, cool, man, looks like something could have been used in Doom. Yes, it does indeed look like those. I guess those were those Harkonnen? No, it was that was the Atreides ships that kind of look like long footballs, right? So, all right, sit up a little straighter. So we made it. So let's maybe Polymesh 3D, 3D, and let's go straight to the. Where's my floor? There it is. First thing we're going to do is bump that forward here. This one to be Z forward. So ink. Good. Stretch it out a little bit. I'm looking at the thing. We're stretching it out. We're stretching it out. So now we have to go to the deformer, which is a add thing here. Let's see, Y symmetry. Let's do this. Okay, so it's just going to be here. So get rid of those. And to pull this down. Bit, just a bit. So it needs to be pointy. Let's go. Sorry. If you have any questions about what I'm doing while I'm doing it, please let me know. That actually looks pretty close. Let's make this a little bit bigger. It's very good, very good. Smooth it. It's very smooth. This one is subdivision 2, 3 because we're going to need that. So that's going to be our basic shape. I'm actually going to accept that. So there we go. In 3D sphere 3D1. If I need to make it pointier, I will. Now let's see. We're going to turn on our symmetry. And look at this, and we're going to go to my Z modeler brush. We're going to select polygons, polygroup, poly. That, and there it is. And to Q mesh. remove all. So I've got two of them. And like so. And also I'm going to insert an edge loop here. This is just for convenience for the moment because I need to select I need to transform this, and the best way to do that is to this. Let's go to local symmetry over here and squeeze this in. It, and squeeze it in. Q, and there is our funky football shape. Now the next thing I'm going to do is select all this. So now I have to crease. It's not creased sufficiently. So this one, let's turn it back on. 3D. Crease, edge loop complete. Boing. There we go. And now we've got our funky football. Funky football, or funky football. You see me? Can you tell? Hang on. There we go. That's better. Oh, I've got some. It's weird. The webcam up here. This cam lags. Oh well. All right. So let's see. Looking at this, we need. Let's insert a P3D. Let's initialize that with a Q cube. Bob Ross, the next generation. Well, you know, happy little spaceships. That's my thing. That's my thing. Got that. This. If my voice gives you that sort of Bob Ross thing, then by golly, that makes me happy. I love Bob Ross. And I will probably say that every time I do this live stream, that I love Ross. He's so cool. So nice. So good. I hope he actually was as decent a guy as he seemed to be. Seemed very kind and nice and caring. You never know what people are like on the screen, as I have found out. People are very different off screen than they are on screen. So if Bob Ross is a good guy, I surely hope that he was. That's cool. And actually, this part doesn't need to be there. It needs to be there. And it. So let me see what I've got going on. Fine. I'm going to make a few cuts here. Oops, wrong one. Let's go to slice curve, which is actually, you can make the slices straight by hitting shift. Slice curve right here. This has to come out. Quit. So that. Back a little bit because that's like on decline. Actually, let's do this. Pull this here. I'm going to try to pull this back, and I want to get that right. There we go, right to the edge of that. Right to the edge, so it's right in front of you. There's a vertical face there on the artwork. It is a bit more compressed than that, so we'll do this down. Very nice. And then this here is down. So now we'll bring it back up. And if you see me looking down here, I'm looking at the drawing. It's right there. So let's do that. Click and push it up. And to bring it up there. So that'll be okay. This part actually goes all. Let's try it again. This part comes up through here. Below. About there. And this, bring this forward because that's, I've got it set up all the way like that. So that looks mostly okay. Just going to forward that. And in order to do that, we need to do this. Forward. There we go. That's what it looks like on my phone. But we're going to need to make a subtractor for the thingamajiggy here. Sorry. So that's polygroup, single poly. Let's do this and that. And to then go to QMesh, and this time I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to hold Control. Separate that off. Hold Control and just click it and separate it off. Yeah. So what I will do is I will duplicate this and down here, mesh that polygroup, and then I'm going to delete everything else. To that go away, that go away. What is going on? Let's just hide all these. And it's solo. ZBrush is weird, so that's weird. Solo, we're going to close holes. Hidden first, then close holes. And then I'm going to do a modification here. Let's split that edge. There. Bridge. 2 points. 1, 2, 2, 2. And then we're going to delete edge, then, sorry, then there we go. Let's crease that. Now, we're going to make this a subtractor. And get our solo. Turn off our polyframe. Oh, I don't have a lot of blue. There we go, a lot of blue. Excellent. So, why is that not subtracting from that? It is supposed to be. Zoom 3D. And yeah, it's there. Oh, that's odd. It is supposed to be subtracting. Our green is on. Huh, weird. It's off. Yeah, that should absolutely be subtracting from. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what it's supposed to be doing. This on, and very good. Okay. Just a display problem, I suppose. All right, so now we've got that basic part there. We've got that piece in the middle. Now I need to do a little more stuff to it. Let's turn polythene back on and go here. And I want to solo because I actually want to do a little bit of modification here to get this right. Let's I'm going to polygroup flat iron. That one. That one. Change that one. That looks relatively cool. Now I want to inset with all, set region, pull that in a little bit. So I'm going to rearrange these edges. This one too. Okay. Good. I'm going to rearrange these edges because they're a little out of place. Let's go to slide by brush radius. I have to make the brush radius smaller. Yeah. Alright. So the next thing I need to do is, let's copy that. Let's make a cut here. Now we've got a polygroup, we've got a poly, we've got a delete, so we'll delete that one, that one. Then we'll close holes. Spin some edges. Spin, blink, blink. Whole edge here to spin. I might have to just split edges and go like that. Spin two. Not where I want to. So split. Bonk. Bonk. And bridge. Let's go to bridge points. 2, 4. So delete that poly. Let's try closing holes again. Let's see what happens. No, that's not working. There's an extra edge here, so I'm going to bridge edges. Let's bridge this one to this one, this one to this one. I'm doing this to set up for better smoothing, kind of. Better subdivisions. That's what I'm doing. Better subdivisions. How am I doing so far, guys? What if who was a diva? Oh yeah, he might have been a diva. Bob Ross the diva. That would be fun. Saturday Night Live. Bob Ross, like, as soon as he gets off screen, just make this joke on him. I think that wouldn't actually be funny, but it might be a good sketch. Let's see. Not digging that so much as I should probably. Let's live with this for a minute. I'm going to go mirroring weld X, and that's going to duplicate this thing on the same side. Let's go to polygroup flat island again. Go to a color that I like. Well, let's see here. Okay. And unsolo. Right, so that was really just kind of polygon maintenance. I just wanted to make something that would be a little easier to play around with. I will wind up zero meshing and probably dynameshing this. Okay, so then got some things to do here. This needs to spread out. This needs to spread out. We're going to do that. Spread out. No, that's not going to work. That's right. Okay. Right. Let's go back to this. Sorry, I got a solo. Do this again. And so I'm actually going to delete all. Delete that. It's going to go away. I'm going to close holes again. So I'm going to double this so I can see everything. Zoom 3D. Anybody still here? Oh, just Kevin. Okay, well that's fine. I'm happy anyway. I'm really trying not to be boring. Try very hard not to be boring. Bridge two edges. We'll bridge that one. Ooh, we got an extra edge floating in here. What's this thing? Ooh, that's weird. Let's do mesh integrity. Fix mesh. Okay, it's okay with that. So we've got this. We've got these floating images here. See them things. So we'll do that. So flip. So I can select one of these. You know what? I'm going to do auto groups, and let's make that disappear. Auto groups, did the make those disappear? Yes. Delete hidden. Back. And okay, now let's close holes. It's not close holes. Now let's bridge these edges, and then we'll close holes. Okay, it's not the greatest, but it'll work. Spin that, spin that. That's where it should be. Let's spin this. Let's delete edge. Can I delete that edge? That edge. Yes, I can. I can't delete that. So we spin this one. So we get that. But yeah, that's actually what we want. So, let's see. You can spin it in. That's what I want to. So let's spin that. Let's delete. Can I delete this edge? I don't think so. That would be a 5 count. Let's see. Collapse. Let's collapse these edges. Collapse. Okay, so now we can delete these edges. I just want quads on the side here for the moment. This. So solo off. Let's grab this and scale it out. And that's where we want that. And we want to bring this in. Nice, very nice. Yes, that looks pretty good. We have to do a whole bunch of other stuff to this, but this is how we get the basic thing together. Okay, so there's that, and there's that, and there's that. And I actually want to carve out the back of this. So once again, I'm going to duplicate this. Solo, polyframe, to polygroup flat island again, and change the color. This to delete hidden. I don't need to double this. oh, yeah, you know what? Let's double this. Let's totally double this. Let's extrude all. Control that. Bring this back here because we're going to use this to. We're going to use this to cut out the back of the football. I want the back to be hollow. So there we go. Quit. And we're going to bridge two edges. Oops. Oh, right. Yeah, that's not going to. I need to flip this like that and flip that on me. Yes, I can. Very good. So now let's go back to double so I can see what I'm doing. Bridge two edges. Nope, that's not what I want. Bridge two edges. There. Two edges to there. And I'll just do this manually. 1, 2, 3. So 8, 9, 10, and there we go. Let's crease. Use these two. So there we go. Shifty. And zoom out. And what do we get now? Anybody still here? Yeah, it's just Kevin. Hey, Kevin, go tell everybody that I'm doing it. I'm just kidding. You don't need to do anything. This is also going to be a subtract. We can probably merge these things down. Merge down. Okay. Turn off solo. Turn off polyframe. So that is pretty much exactly what I want the back of this thing to be hollow, and I may actually go to this and select that, and W, and push that until it is more flat. And then we need to move that. We can move this back. Polyframe. Oh, oops. I don't want to move this. Sorry, I'm getting lost with my shift. This way. Just a tiny bit because I don't want it to overlap the other polygons. Let's turn off polyframe. Pretty much I want this to go in just does it. I don't want it to do that. I want it to do, I'll smooth that edge out later when I do this whole thing together. So that's our cutout back. So I wanted it to be cut out. I think so. I might be able to cut it out wider. Actually. But that's where I'm going for now. So let's turn that off. Select. Let's look at this. Here, and select. Let's see what a PR looks like. Oh, actually, yeah, I can do this piece. This thing. And that. And I can push this in just a tiny bit so that we get rid of that oval that we had sitting on. the flat piece there. Okay, somebody's here. Somebody else is here. Hi, new person who showed up. Can't tell who you are. Please say hi in the chat if you can. This is one of those things that I'm kind of doing all kind of on my own. Right. So now there's a problem here. Hopefully you can see my select thing. Underneath here, yeah, underneath here, underneath here, oops, underneath here, this isn't going to print right. This is going to need support. And one of the things that I try to do with these things is to not use supports at all on these mounted spaceships because that makes them much quicker to print and I don't have to do anything afterwards. Just pop them off the bed, pop them in the box, send them to my club member. So I have drawn on here and designed on here very specifically things to help deal with that. So I'm going to zoom back out again. Shift. Zoom back out again. I'm going to come over here to the positive X side. And I'm going to look at the shape that I need to try to do this. You know what? It actually looks like the back of this thing. It looks like the back of this thing is. No, it's not. Okay. So I'm going to once again insert a cube, visualize it to a Q-cube, and out over here so I can see it. And for any new arrivals, I'm making my spaceship, my monthly spaceship toy for April. Here's my monthly. Here went monthly spaceship toy for March. It looks like this. You know, it's a Falcon spaceship. So I'm making my April one, which I will send out to my Spaceship Club members during the month of April. I mailed out the March ones yesterday after letting the boxes sit for 36 hours to make sure any possible coronavirus will have died off on the boxes because I don't want to get my people sick. So, by the time it gets to you, it should be okay. Please let it sit for a couple days before you open it, club members. All right. So I've got a thing here that is taller. It actually has to go all the way up to the top of this, or all the way up to the edge. So, actually, nah, that should be appropriate, and I'm going to need to make another corner. You can make a corner. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Let's look at the shape of this thing. The way this thing wants to be is polyframe on, quit. I want to set the transparent for a moment, and that's going to make it look weird. I'm going to move this top down. Quit. I'm going to scale this out to about that. Good. That is where it's looking right. And I'm going to move this piece just, I'm going to try one. So that's one end of it. It's going to go this. It's going to go like this. I have found that on my 3D printer, the angle at which I don't need to put supports underneath something is about 50 degrees. Although I try and keep it to 55 because even at 50 it gets a little rough. So 50 degrees from vertical. This being vertical, or, sorry, yeah, right? 50 degrees from vertical, whatever it is. It's like this, right? So 50 is about there. And so I need to make sure that all my vertical surfaces coming off the bed are within 50 degrees of vertical in order to make it so it will print in one piece with no support. So that's what I'm doing here. See that there is a very slight, let's turn transparency off. You can see that there is a very slight upward thing here on this side. Looking at my other screen to see if you can see it. Right. So, there. Now, I'm going to add, it looks like on the drawing, that's about as simple as it gets, I think. We need to some other things. No worries. That's about as simple as that gets. So I'm going to insert cylinder 3D. It's all chopped up, so we're going to pop it up there. Let's take that to 90 degrees. We're going to pull it out over here to shrink it down. There. Cool thing in ZBrush, if you've got something like this that has a lot of edge loops on it, which you will see here, go transparency, all those edge loops. I can go to geometry, edge loop, and delete loops, and it will delete all the superfluous loops. And then I can have more control over where my loops are going to be, and I'll pull this back in. Does it sit past there? Oh, yeah. It sits past there, and I have to pull that from back. So there we go. That. And let's go to center. Let's do this to shrink this down symmetrically. That is not actually symmetrical to this piece is not symmetrical. Is not. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. So quit, turn off these two things, and let's see what we get. Let's crease, sub D. Stretch this out from there. That's perfect. Wonderful. Very nice. Wunderbar. Let's cut this. This one maybe. This needs to come back a little bit. Just a little bit. Then to this polyframe, go transparent again so I can see it. We're going to insert single edge loop. Single edge loop is going to go so unsubd it. The edge loop is going to go there. To crease it. So complete. Let's select this. And shrink it down because again I need that overhang there to be less than 50 degrees. I think that will work. I think I'm going to move the frame out a little bit because I want to get back to sit there. Okay, so here we go. Saving project, filing progress. Q, FL, and set D, and that's great. That's what I'm I'll be doing a lot more detailing with this, but meanwhile, back to this. Let's once again power group with flat iron. So back to the different thing to inset power group all. There to Q mesh all. Push this sucker in. That's where I'm going to push it to. So I'm going to get weird about that. And let's turn off the sub D for a moment. Zoom in. Power group on. Okay, and shift, center, and go there, and shrink this down a little bit. Very nice. Oop, didn't work because my stupid thing stuck again. There's something really weird. The Wacom driver for this Cintiq is not being updated anymore, and it is unfortunately, it's complete, it is unfortunately causing problems not just with the tablet pen, but with the mouse. It sometimes does not let go when of the click. The click sticks. It's not an accessibility thing. I've checked that. Just the click just sticks. I'm really going to need to work on that. Let's fix this. Just a second. Oh, no, I need the subtractor. Is this the subtractor? It's a subtractor. To Q mesh. Flat iron. So Q mesh flat iron, because that will get rid of so okay, we've got half the structure there. Let's this mirror X did not work. Symmetry line for some reason. Front. What happens if I mirror? Oh, local symmetry. Turn local symmetry off. Mirror node X. There we go. Here. Mirror node X again, and that is most of what we're trying to do, believe it or not. There's some other things I have to do at times. 10 o'clock. All right, so we've been on this for an hour. Whoever Roger is, hi Roger. I'm Jeff. I make spaceships. And that's what I'm doing. And I hope people will come hang out. You know, I should tweet this again. Live streaming. Maybe I can do it through Restream. Hold on. Restream.io. Let's see what I'm doing. So that's fine. So Restream. I don't have two of those. Restream. Oh, no, there's two of them. Okay, I'm going to close that one because that's stupid. Let's go to my social alerts. Social alerts. Send. Restream. Spaceships. I'll try it right now on YouTube. Facebook. Oops, that's not it. And update. Send this out another time. Send it. Oh, whenever I start streaming. Oh, phooey. Well, if anybody can help tell people that live streaming, that would be great. Let's come back to ZBrush. There we go. All right, so this is our crazy spaceship back. Looks like there's a couple of divots actually in the bottom of this. So hang on a second. I want to go to this and solo. Are those stuck together? They're not. Let's make it symmetrical so I can do this. I can go away from solo. Oop, not yet. So let's bring this here. Now turn it away from solo. Should I just subtract from that? Probably should. Looks like there's a part that's cut in, but that's cool. Okay. Guess I will subtract okay. Let's in. Insert. Key 3. So I can see it. Up here. That so I can see it. There is a let's turn actually this one needs to be a 4-sided thing, so I'm going to delete actually complete this one too. And let's go. Let's select. This is too long. It's too long. Let's go to about there. This has to go to about, oops. And it has to go to this way. Oop, what the heck? That way. And it's like that. Quit. 3D modeling. It's such fun. Sarcasm. Let's throw this down. Is it going down? There. And just going to select that. That. There we go. That's cool. And let us subtract that. Okay. X. Very nice. So we've got that on both sides. And another thing I'm going to come back to this. And I want to see what happens if I bevel. Let's complete. Let's see what we get. At the edge loop that I want to bevel. I don't think so. I think I want to bevel. And put it here. Depending on which way you go, that's the one. Exactly what I want. I'll be doing more beveling and fixing that. That's what I want there. Oh, and we also need to do this. this in. There. Side. Side. This. Move this forward. That. Quit. And there we go. Alright, let's now. Let's slide. Slide. Complete. Oops. Okay, we will not slide edge complete. We will select that. Move it down to tab. Oop, nope. Move it down to tab and nothing's working. So let's try it again. Oop, and that's what. Pull this down here. From there. Good. Alright. That's looking pretty right apart from select that backwards a bit because that is not a good cut. There. Clean up any weirdness later. There's always weirdness. It's me! There's always weirdness. Alright, so that's what the thing kind of looks like from the front. Except, so let's turn on my polyfill and go to solo. And to delete edge, leave that, leave that. Let's go on both sides, that's there, okay. I'm going to remesh, not follow, remesh my group on and then return on symmetry because I want to pull this out. To my group. It's going to be flat iron. I do flat iron, shift, okay, so now that's a polygon. So let's key mesh polygon. Modify this considerably. Neat. So off of this. Now, does that look like what I'm trying to do? Question I have to ask myself all the time is, does that look like what I'm trying to do? It's starting to look like a football-shaped recognizer from Tron. Cool is that? This is let's do solo. That, pull up a little bit. Everything's looking a little squirrely here. But that's swap point. Symmetrical. Neat. Oh, that's super cool. How about increase? That's very good. It's increased. paste. So well. Shift D. Oh, where did that come from? That should be there. Delete. So what's one? Edge. Away. Of course it's alright. What am I doing now? If I get bogged down, I'll quit this and just draw or something, because it happens sometimes. I'll get bogged down and figure out what I'm doing. My brain is tired. And hopefully that won't happen. But it might. Okay, there's something to see that needs to happen. Let's go here, option, and turn on the power. And to insert single edge loop. Right. This and select touch. Symmetrize that. Symmetrized, very good. Off. It's a small detail, but small details will make these things cool. May need to we've got some of this round isn't going to print, so I'm going to need to make this bigger. Let's scale this out forward. It doesn't have to look exactly like my sketch. I have to remind myself of that every once in a while. It really actually does not have to look like my sketch. That's a problem. Okay. So now let's this. Let's go here. Slide that little bit back. Just that. Insert, once again, insert Q3D. Initialize Q cube. This time I'm just going to make it one resolution. I'll add loops in later. Here, up, out, here. And let's see what's that side view. Click. So this, smaller, forward. Size looks like that. Let's turn this to there. That is. Stick it in. Widen it out. Widen out that far. Does that go all the way down? Yes, it does. So stick that in. Right, yes, no, yes. Okay, that's how that works. So let's shrink this part down. That, because it needs to be parallel. Quit. And I want to bevel. I actually want to bevel everything here. Bevel everything? Not sure if I Do this first. Let's do this. This. I guess. Right. The machine is lagging because it's doing video and ZBrush at the same time. I'm can't afford to replace my computer right now, so just have to suffer. Let's do this. It doesn't have a thing there. Okay, so let's mirror all X, and that should give us a thing there. Very good. Oh, right. There we go. Mask mesh center. W2. Excellent. Yeah, there's our recognizer head. Hi, Ed. Who's Ed? Oh, Ed went away. Kevin, thanks for being so nice. You know, if you can do this if you're here every week, you know, maybe you could be my mod. You want to be my mod, Kev? I don't know what's going on. People are yelling and shouting out there. I pay no mind. All right, so yeah, that is pretty much what we got going on. Let's see. Anything else I should do? Kind of double this as we complete. Let's do that too. That's nice. That's nice. And okay, well, what do you think so far, Kev? Think this looks all right? Let's do a BPR. There we go. It's rendering. It's taking its time to render. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that works all right. Oh, excuse me. I do need to do a few more additions and subtractions, don't I? So let's add another one to this. Let's insert. Let's make it one. So it is here. Pull it up. Let's pull it back. This piece here, it's about that tall. It's about that wide. You know what? We can tilt it back a little bit too. But this back to there. Two. So the whole bottom of this thing. And so. Then pull that forward. Let's move all these other lines forward. So that's our piece there. Over. bit. It's not that wide. Push it in a little bit. And let's get that's what it looks like. And quit. And I'm going to bevel. Okay. Very good. So in 3D. And now. All right. Oh, really big shoe. And that's cool. Very cool. All right. And get rid of that. And we're going to insert yet another one. So I build my ships any thrusters. I don't think they're going to be visible. I think this is going to be one of those anti-gravity ships. But I might put some underneath here on the sides. Once I figure out how that's going to work. But yeah, I might put some underneath here. Under in this area. And probably do some other things, excuse me, in the back as well. Let's see. Yeah, if I'm going to do thrusters, they're going to be on those ends. I need to put in another subtractor here. So we're going to go to, excuse me, insert. It's going to be another Q cube. B. Q cube. This one I'll need revolution 2. Push this back here. And come back over to. Here's x positive. Okay, this is positive x. It's back. Here. It's out. Here. Shrink this down a little bit. I've got a thing that cuts into this. On this side, shaped strangely. It's going to go back. That's pretty much what it looks like. This is going to come back too. I always like to know the scale. Pre-built person I can stand next to it. Yeah, probably. There's one of those built right into ZBrush. There's a bunch of them. So I will do that in a minute. Give me just a moment. This is going to be a subtract. I don't think I want it to subtract from the football, but then again, that kind of looks neater. So maybe I will let it subtract from the football. Yeah, actually, you know what? I kind of like that. I like it. Frame. It's really laggy. It's much faster when I do it without video going. So at some point I will need to replace my computer. It is getting a little old. I think what's it 2020 now? I think this is a 2015 machine. Hold on. Let's see. This Mac. Mid 2015. Yeah. Let's get to the point where I need to replace this computer. And for that I'll need some money. Oh god. Money. I need money, but gotta have it. Got to have it. Got to have it. Keep. Here this. Do that. And W. In and out and W and move that all the way to there. It's a little steeper than 50, so I need to pull that in to make that work. So now we go. I actually think that looks okay. Come on. think that looks okay. I think I want to bevel. So, bevel. See, it goes opposite from where you are. There we go. That's okay. Transparency off. Off. Yep. That's a shape that would be really hard to model by hand, but because I'm doing it with ZBrush, it works out. I wonder if I should this. I think that looks really better. I think I'm going to have to slide the whole thing forward because I don't like that corner. I don't like that corner. But, no, it's okay. Oh, you know what I can do? This. That looks a little bit better. Let's subdivide. There's crease ball. That's over here. And over. Crease. There we go. Crease all. Subdivide a little more smoothly. And now we'll move. So now that's done for this. No, that's a grumpy thing. Okay, so to get to the scale, this is some kind of drop ship or dump ship or something like that. So let me go to let me call it this tool, and there is a soldier. Let's get let's open that. Yeah. So yes, I saw it. So let's go to Nixie. Hey Nick, Nixie mail average. Let's copy and go to this tool, and let's go over to the bottom. Actually, paste. Let me go solo. Wow, really, really big. Scale Alright. And solo. Right, big ramp type door on the front. That's exactly what we're talking about. This parallelogram here. Let's see, drag that parallelogram there. That's the scale. That's the dump door. And I should think our file would be about that big. Does that help? That should help. Yeah, that's about right. Let's move our super average guy here. And that is our scale reference. Cool. So yeah, it's pretty big. And you know, it probably doesn't make sense to hollow out the back like that for a drop ship, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it. All right, very cool. Hey, someone else is here. Hi, whoever else is here. Please stay around. We love you. No, I mean, I love you. I can't speak for Kevin. But take it from me. I love you. Some of this. Seeing some oddness that I don't want. And I need to crease. Crease. Visual complete. Yeah. It just does that. That's odd. Crease. Sorry, I know I'm drifting a little bit here, but I need to. What's going on with this? Sure, landing support containers. Right. Whatever you say, buddy. That works for me. That works for me. Okay, that's looking better. I'm still going to need to redo the subtractor for that, but that's okay. Now, where is that subtractor? Let me see what I can do. It's this one, right? What happens if I do this? Sweet, let's do that. Maybe we can. Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense for you. That actually works a little bit better. Let's take it to there. That's it. Very cool. Support containers. I'm with you. I'm totally with you, buddy. It's all good. Now let's go here and let's gather this. Just a little bit. I'm going to have to scale out. That symmetrical? No, it's okay. Scale that out because it's less than 50 degrees. Good. Okay. Right. What else? I don't know. What the hell else am I doing? Look at my sketch. I'm not seeing a lot more in the way of detail in the sketch, although yeah. So this because I want to make the door. Right? Door is going to be let's group. And I'm going to do this. Change the color a couple times. And then I'm going to do inset. Inset region. That's not good. Let's put that in the polygon. Inset. Polygon. Inset region. Let's go shifty. That. I'm going to, instead of poly, I'm going to extrude. And I'm going to scale down this. Let's go Shift orientation. Scale that way. Lift it up. Okay, that looks alright. To slide this edge, slide edge up. Just not that much. Slide edge. I'm going to slide this one down. Slide this one in. So this point, slide that in. There's our door. Those. And increase. Increase edge. Shift D. Zoom in. This is a ZBrush has an awesome interface. It's quirky. Edge. What's going on there? Something going on there. So, why does that get weird? Oh, I see. Oh, let's fix mesh. Nope. That. Okay. That's what the problem is. Let's try that. D. It's not the whole problem, but it's part of the problem. I believe what is going on is that there's an extra edge in there. Shift Z, Shift D. Problem solving. What happens if I in here and increase. So we need to crease that edge along with this edge. And then same thing here. Crease. ZBrush can be a little weird about creasing. When you're going around corners, and you have to crease those edges too. It's good. And on solo, and there's our door. To add some bulldog teeth to this. What a bulldog teeth, you say? Let's insert. Once again, insert, QQD. Initialize to Q cube, and D, and W, and here. Bulldog teeth going. When you have something that looks this tough, it is my opinion that it needs to have bulldog. So I'm going to I think bulldog teeth make beds. Let me turn the polyphony on. Put that there. Two. Down. Down. Up it. Up it. What we did to the nose. And the hat. She's a witch. Well, holy grail. I don't mind you click on real well. Holy grail and have the ROTF LOL. Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. Get some wagon. And this is going to get smaller. And it's still just you, Kevin. Just people come in, they hang out. It must be boring or something. I need to work on my stage presence. But I've done this with professional. I've watched pro people who do this. And when if they're doing a live stream where they're actually working, like my man Harrison over at Vulcan Props. If you watch his live stream while he's working, it's definitely nowhere near as interesting as his videos, because he's working and it's hard to talk while you're working. So this is me practicing talking while I'm working. Right? Is that a big enough bulldog tooth? Let's see. Yeah, I think it could be. I think it could be. So really what I'm going to do is that and that, and this off to the side so I can see it. And then teeth that way. Right. That's a good one. And select and X, and there's our bulldog teeth. How do you do high energy and remain creative? Well, coffee. Coffee is helpful for that. I have had my coffee. This is me being high energy, man. If I was just being slow, I'd be like all Tommy Chong on you. Alright. Let's see. Do I have anything else here? There's going to be some window imprints. There's going to be some like gun ports and stuff. We've only got 6 minutes left, so I'm actually going to start shutting this down. Zoom 3D. Put this together, and I'm going to take perspective. I'm trying to make a thing here so I can show a shot of what was done today. PBR. It's not PABS preview. It's a best preview render. I say PBR. It's preview best render. BPR. Ramp teeth. Yeah, it's got ramp teeth. Totally. That thing comes down, and maybe there's guns mounted on those things. Okay, yeah, that's looking that's looking pretty cool. I wonder if I've sized this properly, and that will be a question for another day. But there we go, BPR, and I'm going to document, export. And I need to go to Starship Right, and I need to go to Spaceship Club, and I need to go to 2020 ships, and I need to make a new folder. 04, April. Very nice. Create. And this will be, I'm going to save it as a JPEG. This will be delete 2020 April. 2020 04 April. WIP JPEG. Shrink this in a little bit. Well, that's a good idea, Kevin, to put the little dude in there to show scale of the ship to a person. So I think I'll do that from now on. Everyone can see it. And okay. And now I'm going to save this ZBrush document, which I didn't yet. 2020 04 April 1 Z project. And save. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Kevin, for coming today and hanging out. We can talk about the mod thing. Then you can be my FB mod. I mean, seriously, are you just hanging around doing nothing on 9 to 11 on Thursdays? If you're doing that, and you could help me mod, that would be fantastic, brother. Okay, so there we go. That's our thing for the day. Very cool. April spaceship, about half done, I would say. Everything else from here on out is detailed. So that makes me happy that I can get that much of it done in 2 hours. So I should be able to finish it during the next live stream, which will be next Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time to 11 a.m. Pacific time. That is, if you are a worldly person who is not in the United States, that's 1600 UTC or Zulu or Greenwich time, 1600, 4 p.m. London time. Do the math and figure out where that is if you are in someplace other than London or Paris or Madrid or anything else, or Los Angeles, of course, Seattle. So yeah, next week, same bat time, same bat channel. I will be back, and I hope to see you there. The pledge drive will be over by then, sadly. But there will still be $1 copies of my book until 250 of them are sold. I'm leaving my book at $1. So it's kind of a no-brainer. If you don't have my book, go get my book. Pretty sure Kevin's got my book. Kevin's got a book. All right. Yeah, Kev, I'll ping you after this. Very quick. All right. Everybody, let me switch back to my FaceTime camera. All right. So today you saw that I'm making spaceships for my buddy Howard. I'm doing a little bit at it. Awesome. I'm getting ready. I'm going to be firing up the Starship Light Forge today and trying to make my first ever cast of this in metal. I hope it works. It probably won't because it's the first time I've done it. Wow. You can't see this, but wait, let me transition. Look at that, man. Gordon Freeman. Gritsuk Andrei. It's when you have ZBrush running. It goes to its own screensaver and shows you awesome stuff from ZBrush Central. Pretty impressive. I don't have that kind of time. Oh, that's funny. All right, I'm transitioning back. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming today. Really appreciate it. I will see you next Thursday. Same time, same channel. Patreon.com/Jeff Zugale. Please come to my YouTube, hit subscribe, hit that notification button, put it on your calendar that I'll be doing this every day until the end of civilization, which hopefully won't be next week. So, rock on, everybody. I love you. More spaceships for everybody. See you soon. Bye.